starcode GAMERGIRL whenever you're buying Roblox or Roblox Premium. Also check out my UGC and real life merch, which is linked below in the description. Thank you!
Hello gamers! Today we are going to be looking at how you can enter in the fountain contest for the Spring Halo 2021, because the way that you enter has changed a bit. But before we get started, do make sure to follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is ImaGamerGirl, my Instagram and TikTok handles are ImaGamerGirl_IT, and my Roblox username is ImaGamerGirl. That's ImaGamerGirl with the L and I switched. And so if you go and look at this tweet over here that was posted by KateCar22, it says the stock link is for story contest info, not to submit your link. I will still try to record a video to post tonight if anything seems unclear. Please do not write a story yet, however I am attempting a reservation system for this contest. Please don't rush reading through the information. Many of you are saying you can't reserve a spot when the document clearly states when the form will be open. It's not open at any other time other than the 5 times mentioned on the dates listed. So if you go and click over here, that way we can go and read this, basically explaining how the spring story contest is going to work. It says, are you an aspiring writer who wants to be featured in one of the fountain stories? RSVP to share your spring story, but read the instructions and disclaimers first. Please do not prepare a story unless you have confirmation from the form link further below that you have a spot reserved. So you guys may remember how before there were, I think it was usually like two time slots where you'd be able to like submit in your story. So you'd have to have them like pre-written and you'd have to go and submit it then. And if you didn't enter it on time, then you'd have that story written, but you wouldn't be able to enter. So it'd kind of be sad because the story would just go to waste, which is why with this new system, you actually have to like get a sort of reservation thing that's saying that you're in one of the 500 submissions. That way, when you write your story, it will definitely be entered into the fountain contest. And so if you go and read on, there will be anywhere between 8 to 20 winning stories picked. Such players will receive a special in-game writer's badge, a related accessory, which you guys have seen on my channel. I made a video about that. Your name credited in-game with your story, and recognition in the community. And yeah, there's 500 max submissions, 5 separate time slots this time, with 100 entries and only 1 entry allowed per writer. Your story doesn't need to be finished, as this is a new reservation system to reserve a story spot in an attempt to save players time and frustration from past experiences having completed stories yet were unable to enter. By the way, I will have this linked below in the description of this video, that way you guys can like go and see this, you know, so that way you can actually like enter and stuff. And then if you won the 2021 Valentine's contest, please set the story out and enter again in the summer or fall. So it seems like after Spring Halo 2020, the next Halo 2021, the next Halo will be summer themed or fall themed, something like that. And so if you won the last story contest, you can't enter in this one. And then you can see this link over here to attempt a spot reservation for the story that you can go and click at one of the 5 time slots that is listed below. And so there's 5 p.m. ACDT time, there's 6 p.m. CST time, 4 p.m. GMT time, 3 p.m. EST time, and 3 p.m. PST time. And if you're unfamiliar with these time zones, please check your own on this site. Which, yeah, I'd probably have to do if I wanted to enter this contest, which I don't, but I don't even know what half of these are. I haven't even, like, heard of any of them. Well, some of them before. But anyways, if we go and read on story rules and disclaimers for those able to reserve a spot. The winning stories will be featured in the Royale High Fountain. They may be edited by KateCar22 to best fit the game. And then there's the prizes, and then there's the rules. The story must be in the format below. Stories not following the format will not be considered. It must be spring themed only. To use it for the months of April and May, please do not mention Easter specifically, Easter, Eggs, religion, so that it can be used for May, but you can include things that work for both spring and Easter, like bunnies, flowers, etc., with solely spring themes. Your story lead up must be between 3 and 5 sentences. Your story multiple choice must be in the form of a short answer. Your story results must have 2 options minimum per letter from the multiple choice, but 3 to 4 preferred. You can choose an option that has the result of diamond loss, diamond gain, experience gain, nothing occurs, or halo result. You can make more than 1 multiple choice letter have halos as well. If you include your name or a friend's name in a story, please include only up to 2 names in a single story result, and do not include any numbers or underscores with the name. You must must include a minimum of 4 story result options from your choices A, B, C, D. You may only enter 1 story per person, and your story must not be posted publicly on any social media site. And then you have to click on to stuff after winning. Already saw that above. The story must be in English. You can use grammar and spelling checkers such as Grammarly or spell check. And then over here you can see the basic layout of what the story should look like. You guys can go and read through this if you want to. I'm not going to read through it all because it's quite a lot, but if any of you are looking to enter in the spring story contest, I will have this linked below so you guys can go and read this whole bit explaining like how to write the lead up and things like that. And of course you can also go and like look at the stories that are already inside of the fountain. Like if you take screenshots of the outcomes and stuff, you can kind of use that to help you out a little bit, to like give you a little bit of an idea as to how to like write the stories and stuff, especially since there was a Spring Halo last year, so that could help. But anyways, I don't think there's anything else that is mentioned. I mean, we do know now it's confirmed there'll be a Spring Halo 2021, which is pretty cool. And we also know that the Spring Halo is coming out in April and will stay in May as well, meaning that the Lucky Halo is going away in April. And that also means we'll be getting a lovely new Halo in April, which I'll definitely be showing all of the Halo answers for as soon as I have all of them when that new Halo comes out, as well as like showing what the Halo actually looks like. So I did look over on Twitter and there was some other information that was shared about the fountain contest. So KCard said the writers who get a story spot via the reservation form will have a week to work on them and will receive further information later. So if you go and make the reservation thing during one of the time slots and you manage to get inside of that, then you will have a week to actually make your story afterwards. And so then Rainbow Chloe 19 was asking, will you have helpers again? And KCard 22 said yes, I will contact you later in the week about that. So basically some of the previous fountain story winners could be helping to like select which stories get into the fountain. And then over here KCard also said you aren't going to write any of your story information in the reservation link when that's open, just your username and social media name. Other info will only be provided to those who reserve a spot. So you don't need to write anything about your story when you're actually making the reservation on one of the times where the link is open. You're just going to be writing your username and your social media, that way KCard can contact you if you happen to be one of those 500 people that is able to make a submission. And anyways, I don't think there's anything else really. That's basically all of the information. If there's anything else that you still need to know, KCard will be making a video kind of like explaining it a little bit more for those who still don't understand. So I'll also link that in the description below as well. But anyways, that is the end of the video. Make sure you ring the bell to be notified, you like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.